Hey guys, Woman02, getting ready to play in the Chainsaw Massacre here. Sorry, we didn't get to do a deck tech today. We're playing Pattern Rector again. A few main deck changes, a few board changes, just to accommodate for the meta, but the core of the deck is still pretty much the same. We are missing the Birthing Pod now because the card's been banned, so we have one less 4-drop, and we've brought in Eldritch Evolution to support it. Beyond that, really, it's just been changes in the board. So we should be underway momentarily here against Michelle Wong. Let me check, buddy. And sorry, guys, I am going to be bouncing back and forth because I do host the event. So, match listings. Yeah, buddy, you got the bye. Alright, so let's check out what's going on. We got Booze and Coconut going at it. I don't know what these players are on. Like I said, we're on Pattern Rector today. Well, they're taking their time getting started. Let's see what these two gentlemen are on. Alright, we got a Phyrexian Rager. It's pretty sweet. Like a black-red, like, weird control deck. Like a mono-black popper deck almost. I mean, Fatal Push and Doomfall are obviously not popper cards, but I'm used to seeing Phyrexian Rager in like mono black control, which is pretty cool. So it appears that C4 is on some sort of Jund deck. All right, Affliction, a discard deck, sweet. I don't think our match has started yet. All right, cool. This should be Fish versus, I think, Sung's weird combo deck. I briefly saw because I had to help upload it in the beginning because I think she was having issues submitting it. She's on Zurin Orb plus Random Map Excavator, which is pretty funny. If he has a way to kill the Random Map, he could really screw up her mana development here. This game actually looks pretty interesting to me. All right, Wrench Mine. We're just blowing apart the hand, I suppose. So Mono Black versus Jund. It looks like we are now underway. Cool. And I'm going to shut down some of these other games, guys, because my moto is going to go berserk. And probably fall apart if I don't do that. And have fun, Michelle. All right, so, yep, here's the deck. What do we think of this? What do we think? I'm going to keep this. It's greedy. Reason being, if we draw another land, then we can get this Sylvan Caryatid down or the Voice of Resurgence. I don't know what she's on. Gaia's Cradle will be very powerful, and then we have a Thragtusk to eventually get into. If we get discarded, that could be bad. If she plays a turn 1 mana dork, I'll just probably blow it up with swords and then hope to mise into mana. Because Gaia's Cradle is obviously pretty bad when we don't have any creatures. Or we don't have, any, like, 1-drop accelerants. Well, that's a card. We're just going to pass it back and play this land. And hope that she plays something relevant that we can sword so we can use our mana, and then we draw into land. We don't really want to fetch that badly here. All right, send some sort of Selesnya-based deck. If she's on, like, her Enchantress deck, that could be... I think we'd be favored in that, but I don't know. The swords would be pretty bad then, though. All right, she's on Bant of some sort. That's actually not very good for us, because we have the propensity to fall behind on mana here. I'm not going to fetch, obviously. She's going to be going up in mana. When we get our mana, though, we hit our stride with our mana, I think we're going to be in a good spot. If we hit this turn on untapped land, well, we didn't, but We got this. If she dazes us here, that could be bad. This is going to get, what? Scrubby land? It's probably the right call to get Scrubland here. Oh, I just totally effed this up. I am bad. Yeah, I definitely need to get Bayou. If we're lucky, she'll play a critter. Yep, we're just not paying attention. That was bad. So we still need to draw land. If we get an untapped green source, we can play out the Thin-Torn Elves and then play out the Sylvan Caryatid. She wants to counter my spells. I'm going to pass it back. I want her to do something. We may just go for... Well, we can't do the Ramunap next turn, can we? He's going to sit on counter magic. I mean, eventually I'll draw lands. I obviously kept a greedier hand. That much is apparent probably to her. And we effed up with the Scrubland pull. I just wasn't paying attention. It's a little more frenetic when you have to host and like answer a million questions. So that happens. I'm not too worried about it. This is a 3-game match. So if we lose this first one because we kept a greedier hand and we effed up a fetch, then we did. But she's not doing anything, which, you know, I tend to be okay with. Well, do you want to counter this? You may. She may wrath the board, too. It may have been more correct to play out the Voice of Resurgence. She does not. Okay, well, maybe she doesn't have counter magic. Maybe she's just a big card. This is a Abyssin? No, it could be Abyssin. All right, she's just drawing cards. She didn't want to counter my Mana Dorks. I don't know. I mean, I could have seen countering Mana Dorks there. I don't think it's horrendous. She just wanted cards, though. Interesting. Well, what do you tap out for? Do you have, like, the Primeval Titan to kind of go over the top of us? We'll definitely have to Swords to Plowshare a Titan. And possibly lose if she's running, like, the Dark Depths combo. She'd only have to get half of it, though, because I've already obliged her in playing the Dark Depths itself out. Okay, well, she's going to have a Dark Depths token, which, I mean, it's going to gain her 20 life, but that doesn't tend to be... We can probably beat that, I think. It's going to be a lot of life. She'll be at, like, a lot of life, so she's going to lose their land drop this turn, which is not a bad deal. Does she play anything out? What else do you have? Here I think what we do is just, we put this fella on the board. Let's see what she does here. Do you have the hard counter? You apparently have the hard counter, so I guess we just lose here because she had Thespian Stage in hand. What can we get? I mean, she may just have a counter for this, too. Do we have an answer to this? Is there any way we can stop this? We're probably just dead. So I can't make more mana this turn. It's probably worth looking. We've already played our land drop, so Caracas is not going to do it here. Yeah, so I think we just go ahead and concede it here. We go ahead and pack it in. So let's begin boarding. And what do we think here? She's playing a blue deck, so Choke is probably good. She's playing counter spells. I like Bitter Blossom against her. Golgari Charm's interesting, but I don't think necessary. Deathmark is interesting. Lone Missionary, no. What do I not like against her deck? I think I'm going to want that. Sun Titan is interesting, but I think it's a little too inefficient. I don't think I probably need it in this matchup. And what else? Eldritch Evolution seems kind of bad against her, too. Gaddock Teague is interesting. It looks like she has a bunch of counter magic, possibly Wraths, but let's give this a shot right here. I think on the play, and probably keeping a less greedy hand and fetching better could probably have actually won us that game, frankly. But there's 3 game sets, so I mean we'll beat her the next 2. We'll outplay her. Deathmark's also kind of interesting against a green-based deck. I think I've got enough answers to creatures though. She unfortunately had like kind of the optimal there, like the counter spell backed up, you know, with the Thespian stage, but she did draw 3. I think I still, in the dark, I think I still play out the Dark Depths. I mean, I don't bank on her like specifically having that card. I think that would have been wrong. They just lose the land drop for that turn. So, you know, we could have played that better with our fetch, obviously, because we would have had enough mana the turns earlier to develop our board and present threats to her that she'd have to respond to. But what can you do? Sometimes you screw up. Michelle is a notoriously slow boarder, so we will go and check out what else is going on right now while she figures out what she wants to do. All right, so we're tapping lands. All right, what happened here? We treasure cruised and got rid of the Zero-Nord, which got blown up. So we're at 1 life against 2 Thopters, which appears quite lethal. How much is this exiled for? You're drawing 3 more cards, which is probably good. Maybe enough. And are we underway yet? No, she's still doing whatever she's doing. All right, can you stop the beats? He's on 5 cards. Could have Cryptic Command. And if he does, what do? Fight him on his upkeep, I suppose. I'm gonna tap on end step. Okay, well we're gonna fight here, evidently. This is a Mystic Confluence with no backup. Possibly Daze backup if it's a 3 mana counter that he's got. I assume he probably has some sort of counter because you can't tap or mana Confluence anymore for mana unless there's an Urborg in play. Alright, so let's go ahead and close this one down. And let's get Michelle this time. Want to play first? Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, this hand looks good. We go for a Dryad Arbor on turn 1. Is that worth it? I don't know. Yeah, you know what? I think it is. I think it is for just the speed's sake, and we can start getting value off this Ramunap. So I'm going to go for the Dryad Arbor here. So I'll go for 0, find my Arb once Moto catches up, and your go at it. And we'll play out the Ramunap Excavator next turn. Probably not using the fetch land. We may. All right, so we have Greenland Manadork. Okay, Search for Tomorrow, exiled. Cool. Well, that's certainly very interesting. Yeah. So let's get this underway. Let's just start building up some card advantage here. Maybe we'll get some random life too. And we'll be able to actually cleanse our top deck a little bit with the Courser. This is not what this deck is generally going to do. It's generally trying to combo out, but she's got blue in her deck. She's obviously also a Dark Depths deck. All right, so you've got blue mana now as well. All right. Well, you know, oddly enough, I actually kind of like that better. And I'm going to play this out first to play around miscalculation. And if we get miscalculated, we'll pay for it. But this is going to stop her counter magic and kind of just put a wrench in her plans. She'll be at 4 mana next turn, but this thing is kind of tough to deal with. It does require answers. Okie doke. Well, it looks like that's going to happen. So we'll just fetch a tap land here. And it'll probably be... Oh, come on, Moto. It'll probably be Godless Shrine. Nope. And we'll attack for 3. Humble 3. I mean, there's honestly a debate. You guys face each other quite a lot. And what are we going to kill? Are you going to blow up my Ramunap? The Containment Priest? Oh, she cycled miscalc that we played around. Well, rewarded. As poorly as we played in the first game with our fetch, we're rewarded there at least. So, I don't know if that's vindicated or not, but it's certainly a thing. And we have Maelstrom Falls for a walker if she plays that. If she wraths our board, I mean, we're obviously in a much worse place. I don't know if she's playing wraths or not. Seeing Search for Tomorrow makes me think she may be. Well, your mana is fixed. Alright, Scattered Groves, not cycled, so she needs the mana for something. Well, what have we got? Nature's Lore. She's just building up her mana base. Alright. Well, okay. Okay, secure a Tribe Elder. We'll play this fella out. I think we wait on the Cartel Aristocrat because we kind of want to get that pattern. If she taps out for something, we can just win next turn, actually. Randomly enough. I mean, if she can't stop us. If she doesn't tap out, I probably don't go for it. Depending on what she does, I may or may not draw that pattern. Right now, if we cast pattern and have Cartel Aristocrat, we win. But it would require her to tap out for, like, Primeval Titan. If she taps out for Primeval Titan, then we can just, like, win the game on the spot. Because we'll resolve... Yep, go ahead. She's not bound to think we have a sack outlet, even though we do in hand. I mean, she may think we do. She may just wrath the board, too. That's a thing. I don't know if she plays them in her deck. I mean, she may. She looks like she's much more of a ramp-style deck. Maybe she's a Time Walk deck. I don't know. She's obviously a Dark Depths deck. Maybe we should have just seen... Well, I guess she would have just attacked us. I'm saying maybe we should have seen more of her deck. She's just going to kill us the turn after we passed it or conceded it. All right, we got a Celestial Colonnade. What else do you have? I hope you cast like a big flashy Planeswalker. Like, just tap out, dude. You know you want to. You know you want to. All right, you're not going to do that for us. I think we send with the team here, with the exception of the Dryad Arbor, and see what she gets up to. If she casts out like an Angel, that'd be really good for us. Well, if you're gonna do nothing, then I don't feel a need to do anything either, and I don't mind drawing Liliana. This is gonna be a factor fiction. I really just want her to tap out. Like, that's all I really want to have happen here. All right, well, we'll get another token. So I don't really care if you, yeah, I don't, this is not going to be a problem for me, I don't think. So we get another 5/5. I mean, we hit down for lethal next turn at this point. So realistically, you probably need to get a Wrath effect. And if you're getting a Wrath effect, do I really want to draw Liliana? Probably not, because she has Celestial Colony, which means she still has a threat in play. Well, go ahead. What cards are you going to find? If it's Life from the Loam, like, that's not really a problem for me, I don't think. It's too slow at this point. Like, she needs to blow up the board. And if she were to go for the, or if she were to try to blow up the board, I would probably try to get the Liliana off the top of my deck and find an untapped land so I could play the Aristocrat. All right, you get this one right here. Because I'm still going to have the Voice, but I'm going to lose the Dryad Arbor. I wanted to at least tap one blue mana. That's why I gave her that one. I can't counter spells with this deck. That's going to put her down to 3 mana, which is more limiting, obviously. All right, we'll fetch here just to see what our top deck's going to be. We have 2 fetches to find this this land we want to find. Just going to play, I believe, this thing right here. No. Yep, I'll gain the life, and I actually want to draw that forest. So go ahead. Well, the big question becomes, I mean, do you have a counter spell in hand? If you do, you probably counter this. I guess we get punished if she has, like, Containment Priest or something like that. Do we go for it here? I think we give it a shot. It would make it blown out. You know, we'll see. But I think she knows we have it now. I think we were kind of obliged to do it. She could have, like, a counter spell for this. That's okay, I think. All right, so we get mana drained here. Do you have a real threat to follow it up? And if you do, we can probably blow it up with the Maelstrom Pulse. That's a lot of mana, though. Well, what have you got? Sphinx's Rev? Looks like a big Sphinx's Rev. She'll go up a bunch of life, but she's allowing us to mise here. So this is Sphinx's Rev, or it's pull from tomorrow. Okay, Sphinx's Revelation. Well, we could just mise out. Alright, blue land. Yeah, what do we hit next turn? What's the best hit in our deck? Probably Primeval Titan. That's not a horrendous one either. Take 5. Well, I assume you have, like, an Elspeth or something else kind of obnoxious that we've got to deal with here. Could just be some random life gain. Or another Wrath, but she's already expelled a lot of her Wraths. But we also have, I mean, if it's a permanent card, we could deal with it with Maelstrom Pulse. Mode is actually fine. I mean, I assume she has a counterspell here. That's fine. I mean, if we get countered, we get countered. Okay. She have comeuppance in her deck? Nope. Tapped all effed up for that. Could have Cryptic Command here. No. Is this a Restoration Angel? Looks like it. Well, you can't block the Deathrite. I thought through this. I mean, if you're going to block, what do you block here? The Cartel Aristocrat has kind of become irrelevant unless I just, like, raw dog the Academy Rector off the top deck. Blocking the Elemental does not seem profitable. I mean, it saves you, keeps you alive. You have to Wrath the next turn, but hey. Okay. Alright, we're at 4 life. We have a Maelstrom Pulse in hand, so I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. What do we have? Primeval Titan? That doesn't really do it, though, I don't think. Alright, Baloth keeps her at a decently high life total. We have Baloth, so she's at 8. Thragtusk, alright, well, you have a lot of life. Alright. I'm going to wait here. See what she does. Of note, she is pretty low on clock. If this does go to a game 3, I'm not saying it will. She Sphinx's Rev for a bazillion and is over 10 cards up on us right now. So I didn't expect the game to go this long, but it has. So what do we have? Moat with an Obstinate Baloth and Thragtusk deck is interesting to me. I don't think that's right. Alright, well, that card's pretty good. Doesn't beat Trample. Alright. Your Sphinx's Rev is going bye-bye. What do you have in hand? You gonna counter my duress? I'm fine with that. Okay. Well, if she turns the True Name Nemesis sideways, along with the Celestial Colony to try to race us, we can probably get her, I think. We also want to top deck well here, but hey, you know, we'll see what happens. Elmary's Call is, that's bad for us. That's extremely bad, actually. That's a good top deck for her. That top deck has been, well, I guess she did Sphinx's Rev into garbage. Like, I think it was garbage. Like, Kitchen Finks, Thragtusk, Obstinate Baloth, True Name Nemesis. Like, I would expect just to win the game after hitting like 20 cards or whatever that was, like 10 or something. I would assume this is probably a Primeval Titan, but I don't know that. I just assume it is. She's got to be leery about what we're holding in hand. She's been holding something for a while, though, too. Yeah, I mean, if this goes to a game 2, you could definitely time out Michelle. I hope, I think you've got it, but I don't know. I don't know that. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, that was kind of the go-to. I don't know why it took that long, but I guess it did. Alright, well, we got a Primeval Titan. Hey, who's saying man can't raw dog one every once in a while? And you're about to get blown the F out. That was a hell of a top deck, but what can you do? Sometimes you TD them. Could just get could get cryptic commanded here. That would suck. But if she does that, I don't think she has enough mana to activate the Celestial Colonnade. Maybe we can race her. Impulse. Okie doke. Yeah, she could tap team and just blow us out that way, but she can't attack with the 20/20 this turn, so no, that wouldn't work. Hmm. So this thing can get through for 2 for sure. Like, we have to sack a bunch of junk, but it can get through for 2 for sure. This can do 2, so she's at a virtual 4. This gets blocked. Everything else gets blocked. Alright, what do we got? You got bounce. That sucks if you do. You got a torrential Gearhulk for what? Well, no, that wouldn't work. Hmm. Oh, is she doing like a repeal or something like that? Alright. Alright, we'll take our 3 and have to like it. Are we getting Wrathed again? Like a Hallowed Burial? That would be bad. That'd be a hell of a find. Do I want these on the bottom of my library? Actually, probably not. Yeah, black. Um. Hmm. She gets a 3/3 out of it. Any order is fine. And let's raw dog a Primeval Titan. Wait, that wouldn't do it, would it? No. She got the land. So are we dead here? I think we are. You going for it? I think she got pretty lucky this round, honestly. This game. The first game we misplayed, but this game I think she got extremely lucky. But what can you do? That happens sometimes. Sometimes you sack into what you need to. All right. There's been crop rotation be a huge blowout too. It'd still be like game on. Is there a way we can stop this? No. We'll let her do it though. She doesn't have reach. Nope. So we're just dead. That rev was bad. All right, so we got busted up pretty horrendously. 0-2. Yikes. I have to fathom we're the last ones to be playing because she took for effing ever. Michelle, play faster, dude. Doesn't take that long. That one play with the prime time, I was like, what the hell is going on? Is your moto breaking? Like, that's an easy play. You just get the prime time, win the game. All right, so let's see where we're standing right now. CP. Let's get after it. We should be ready to go. Are we? Drop. Yep. Match listing and ML is bide. All right, we're up. And who we playing against? Sassoon. Okay, cool. And guys, quick pause. All right, guys, we're back and we're playing against player Sung. Have fun, man. This hand's good. Keep. Turn 1 Mana Dork. Doesn't really have much else going on other than beats, but hey, we'll play turn 1 Finthorn Elves. The card's good. Thopter is a hell of a card. We'll get the Savannah here. Play out. Dork. All right. She's on some sort of weird combo deck. Discard? Deathrite, okay. Well, you got a mana from me. I think right now, honestly, we just put the screws to her because these mana dorks aren't really casting anything relevant. I mean, if we hit natural order, we can cast that anyway. So here's a Kitchen Finks, which I fully acknowledge, like, Deathrite Shaman kind of beats Finks, but hey, what can I do? I'm going to present a threat, though, and just say go. All right, we got a Ponder after taking damage off of Mana Confluence. What are we going to see here? Still have 5 cards. Going to go back up to 6. Okay, well, that land is now gone from my graveyard for good. What do we have? Okay, Grim Flare. That's a good card. I think I'm going to play the Mystic out here and cast out this this Sylvan Caryatid. I'm going to get my attack in with the Finks because she doesn't have the mana to kill it right now with the... Yeah, no, it looks like a cool deck. Alright, so we get in there. And we will probably block the Sylvan Caryatid unless like she has some way to get some value and get that Grimflayer big. I don't think we need to play on an additional dork here. I've obviously drawn too many of them. Alright, she's on a loam deck, obviously, because she's got Lonely Sandbars and whatnot. Yeah. Could be a back to basics deck. I don't know. I doubt that. I think she's probably just loam. Sylvan Library, that's bad for us. You probably don't attack with the Grimflayer here. Maybe you do. I'll block it, like 100% of the time. And then what are we hoping to raw dog off the top? Primeval Titan. No, none of that nonsense, but, I need to draw into a threat here. That's pretty apparent probably to her. Alrighty. Well, what have we got here? We have a True Name Nemesis or something like that. That would be truly bad for us. Latinum's Legacy. Cool. So she's going to get to shuffle some stuff back into her deck and draw some cards on our turn. We can't punish that in any way, shape, or form, but hey, it's fine. Back up to 5. I'm glad I have threats down. Well, honestly, here, I think we start putting the screws to her. I think we attack with all that we can. This does 4 down to 9. And makes her Mana Confluence lethal the following turn if she cannot present another relevant threat to the board. She'll be thinking Dark Blast, or she may or may not block. She'll block. I think she has to. Okay. Well, it's not a bluff. I'm just racing. I'm willing to sacrifice one of these things just to do you the damage. Is this a Dark Blast? That's cool if it is. See, I get the damage either way. That's kind of what I was thinking when I did it. Like, if she has something to kill one of these things, like, hey, that's cool. So here we get Bayou. Because I would like to be able to block with the Sylvan Caryatid. So I'll get Bayou here. And play out this last right here with the Dark Art. And play out this gentleman right here, who's just mono huge. And try to close this game out as fast as I can, but I don't know. She obviously has, like, Fatal Push, maybe? We're just kind of hoping this works. We don't... I mean, we could just run out like a Sun Titan or, like, a Primeval Titan and, like, combo finish her out, but we don't really have a lot. If she just Wraths, I mean, like, we're just going to have a 2-1. You know, given she'll have nothing either, and she'll have done 1 damage down to 7, take 2 down to 5, and I can just top deck. I can cast a lot of things in my deck on 4 mana. Not everything, obviously. She doesn't draw off of it, which is probably a good sign for us. I mean, if she did, she'd be going pretty low. She probably doesn't like some of the cards, so that's a rationale for why you wouldn't draw off of it. I mean, also because her life total is just really low. So we're getting Wrathed here. No, we're not. What is going on? She has a kill spell of some sort, right? She, like, has to. So I'm going to play this guy out main 1. Because I want to sack whatever gets in front of the Grim Flare. She can counter this guy. He's a sack on list, so she had to be worried about him a little bit. But I would like to at least get some value off of whatever gets blocked by the Grim Flare. Unless, I mean, she may just block the things. Does she have to? She has to block Finks or Smiter here. If she blocks Finks, I'll probably allow the trade to happen. That could mean she has Wrath at that point, though, but then she's going to be awfully low on life. If she has a kill spell, she'll target the Luxodon Smiter and likely just trade with the Finks. But if she has a kill spell, I'll sack in response. I probably should take my auto yields off. Okay. Well, however this ends up, we're going to be able to at least get some scries. Obviously, it's not as good as an active Sylvan library, but, you know, it's a thing. So, we have a kill spell, I assume. Like, you can't just do nothing on this board state. Fatal Push on this gentleman right here. So, you're getting sacked, buddy. That is going directly to the bottom. All right. All right, Finks comes back. And we gain some irrelevant life. Life is not what is, I would say, crucial in this matchup right now. Going to a fresh draw here. I mean, we probably have her Dobbs unless she does something relevant here. And she's got to be a little low to tap her Mana Confluence because, I mean, we don't have a lot of direct damage in this deck. We do have a Siege Rhino in it that would finish her off if she tapped Mana Confluence, and we have 6 Scries if she Wraths. But even if she uses a card like Toxic Deluge, we'd still have the Sylvan Caryatid more than likely. Well, I guess she didn't have to tap the Mana Confluence, but she could Toxic Deluge us and do it for 3 and be at 1. That's pretty dubiously low. Let's see what she got up to. If it's a Wrath effect, you know, that's the beats. That happens sometimes. That is a thing. If it's just like a true name or something like that, I don't really care. What could I care about? Is it Intuition, maybe? Crucible of Worlds. All right. Well, I'm pretty cool with you taking 1 more damage off of your Bloodstained Mire, and if you're gonna cast anything, you're taking another damage down to 2. So, like, I just have to hit you with 2 of these things. Huh. How do you stop this? You could have, like, Moment's Peace or whatever that could stop it. Well, I'm not going to play that last out right there. I don't know if it's a guy or gal, but I'm not going to play that elf out. I am going to turn them all sideways and see what happens. I feel like something bad's going to happen, but I mean, it could just be nothing. She could just be seeing if we're going to turn them sideways. We're boxed into doing it, though. I mean, we don't really have anything else going on. Is it a moment's peace or a fog? We're pretty good. All right, crop rotation into what? Do a maze of if? A glacial, a chasm. Okay. This is prevent, right? Prevent all damage. This is life loss, right? Okay. All right, well, this is life loss, so this gets around the chasm, if I'm not mistaken. That's prevent damage loss would be different. So you've got to pay 2 unless you want to let this thing go to the bin. If she wraths this turn, I mean, I still have all these scries, so that's okay. She's down to 3 mana. If she fetches with this, she's down to 2. She can obviously recurse her stuff. So I would assume you let this go to the bin to buy draws. Maybe not. Maybe she can't. Like, if she does, then she's losing another land drop. Okay. Maybe it was correct. She's at 3 now, so she cannot kill our Sylvan Caryatid with Toxic Deluge. If she finds a land, and the reason being she'll go to 2 at that point. All right. Which land are you sacrificing now? I would assume the Bayou. Or possibly just the Bloodstain Mire because you want to take the life loss. Okay, no, not the Bayou, the blue mana. Okay, down to 2. Do you have a way to kill the Deathrite Shaman? I presume you do. You need to get like an expedition into play, or an exploration into play, though, and that could actually stop me. This is like a Golgari Charm. Turn off the auto yields. Golgari Charm would stop the beats. That would kill a lot of stuff, but it wouldn't kill the Deathrite Shaman. It could be like an Abrupt Decay. All right, Life from the Loam doesn't bother me at all. That's fine. That is a-okay. That should be dead. All right. Go to boards. She's obviously a graveyard kind of base deck. Choke does not seem great. Sylvan Library seems interesting. Collective Brutality seems interesting. I don't really like my board against her, to be honest. What is she gonna have that like really breaks it up, like breaks me up? Maybe this Gaddock is good. I don't even know if Gaddock's good. Bitter Blossom's got to be fine against her. Sylvan Library may be good. Golgari Charm as well, maybe okay. Dark Confidant is good in this matchup. What else don't I like? I like Duress. Path to Exile seems pretty meh. I think I'm going to keep the swords in, though. The Fatal Push seems kind of bad, too. Maybe I'd rather just have Golgari Charm because it, like, saves my team, you know? Well, not against Damnation, though, which is what she's going to have. It doesn't save it against Toxic Deluge, either. Choke is interesting, but, like, I don't think that's probably good enough. Let's go with this. I think we just go with this 100 right here. Our board's not great against her, but I think our deck's going to be okay against hers. I don't know how much counter magic she has. She obviously struggled on lands there. You know, and Glacial Chasm will do that if you're recursing at every turn to stop me from killing her. But obviously, Deathrite Shaman, because his life loss gets around prevent damage. Life loss is being different than damage itself. So, yeah. Deathrite Shaman, MVP. don't think we can do much else, though. So, I mean, if we see, like, a Raven's Crime or, like, a lot of discard out of her deck this time, maybe we bring an Obstinate Bailoff just because it's, like, good against that randomly. Sylvan Library could also be fine, but, like, I feel like she's the control deck. I just want to kind of get as low to the ground as I can and, like, just kill her before she enacts the powerful busted crap she's probably trying to do with that deck. And I haven't looked through her list. I've seen it, like, because I had to help her. Like, I had to make sure she could get in the event. And it did not look legal. Well, it wasn't legal. Huh. Huh. I don't know if his hand does me many favors, guys. I don't know. It seems kind of dicey. I mean, the Vindicate can stop anything. The Swords is probably not very good in this matchup, but the crop rotation is kind of what's keeping it together. I'm going to keep this. It's not fast. If I was on the draw, I think it would be a keep, because I think I could accept having to play a Land of War Elves on turn 2. When she's already had 2 lands dropped and I'm playing Land of War Elves, it feels a lot worse. So we're gonna lead on a Hissing Quagmire unless we get lucky in like top deck and untapped green source. I don't think it's great though. Okay. Well, Lotus Cobra actually may be the turn 2 play over Elves. And maybe not too, but Lotus Cobra gives us ounce to more. We'll see what we draw next turn because Lotus Cobra is actually a clock too, which tends to be better. All right, we're getting a Sylvan Library out. Well, I would like to vindicate that at some point. I think at this point, we just go for the Elves here. We should have played on our Caracas first, just so we don't get dazed. Not that I think she would, but we'll pass it over to her. Say go. And we're probably vindicating this Sylvan Library this next turn. Tap land probably be best. If we get a tap land, we can play the Cobra out and kind of do it all. Thoughtseizer plus Vindicate. We'll probably Thoughtseize first and then like possibly leave up crop rotation in case you want a Wastelander, but like that kind of seems a little dubious to me. Actually, we could already do all of this. So she takes the damage. What did you find? So yeah, actually we could do that because we could like go for the Lotus Cobra, crop rotate, into a fetch. Can we do it all? We do pretty good. All right, Fast Bond, cool. All right, Maze of Ith. A lot of lands. Well, we're gonna get countered here. If we do, it's fine. I think I'm okay with that. If we don't, then we're gonna get a Gaia's Cradle. It's okay. Like it's a 2-for-1 and it's good, but I don't think it completely destroys me. So she's a 2 cards in hand, and she's just top deck at this point. So if we get this prime time down, I feel okay. And that's good. I mean, we didn't really want to get 2-for-1, but I think we still force it out of her, force her to have it. So she wants to sit back and play counter spells. I'll draw more lands than she'll draw counter spells, ideally. Although she does have Sylvan going, but that is not an infinite loop by any means. Like, you have to take damage from it. I'm going to Thoughtseizer here, see what's going on. I know I could have cast Vindicate, but I would rather just have some knowledge. All right, we're looking for something. What are we looking for? Crucible of Worlds? Yeah, okay. So once she gets the Zurin Orb, she can make infinite mana. Throne or Garruk? Garruk concerns me a lot more. And we're not going to be dicks and attack her. We'll just pass it back. What's the best draw in the deck? Probably Gaia's Cradle. 1 mana, +3. Puts us 1 over for Primeval Titan. Alright, fetch land plus... how low do you want to go is kind of the question. So she has the fetch land plus these... I can't speak right now. The Crucible, which will not gain her infinite life. Alright, she's going to play the Thrun out. That's cool. Well, now she can still get lands back, which, may have been dubious, but I think this is right. I think Fastbond is more dangerous to me than Crucible is. Now, if she finds the Wasteland, then, we could just get locked out of the game. But it's a risk we run with this line. But we're not going to have all our lands blown up in one turn at a minimum. So, Crucible. Okay, Crucible. Bringing back, I would assume, yeah, the Misty Rainforest, shuffling her top deck. If you want to attack, I will gladly attack you back. Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, that's a horrendous draw. So we just got to pass it back. That's pretty bad. Really, all we want at this point in the game are lands. If we can get them, good for us. If we can't, well, we're probably not going to do so well. Yeah, any land allows us to cast Vindicate, which is probably what we're going to do to that Crucible, just so she can stop getting value off of it. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, now we obviously wish we had the Caracas. And this hand was not a great keep. It was like borderline. Borderline at best. Alright, Zuran Orb. So you can gain a lot of life. What else do we have? If it's Titania, I probably just concede. Alright, Bring to Life, or Bring to Light with 4 colors is not insignificant. This could be Natural Order into Primeval Titan, which would be bad for us. No, just Toxic Deluge. Okay. Okay. Well, things will come back. And you can beat down with Thrun. You can't this turn, but... Well, that could eventually be very good. Alright, we'll pass it back. Maybe we want the Sylvan Library just to smooth these draws. Now, these draws have been bad, though. Like, it's been Prime Time, Restoration Angel, Natural Order, Wasteland. Like, not even really mana-fixing lands. But, we did go for the crop rotation when it was pretty apparent that she possibly had some counter magic. Thrun hitting me is what are we going to do? Now we want white lands really bad so we can get rid of this Grim player because we can't really block it very well. She's going to gain some life. Well, she doesn't have a land to play, so it makes sense. Alright. Do we just pack it in here? I think we go to game 3, guys. I think this is enough for me. I'm gonna trust that she's got it from here. I feel like with that the ability to gain that much life, although choke is actually interesting to me as well. What do we think of that? I think it's only interesting. I don't think I need Sun Titan, to be honest. Maybe we play a choke. Just to get like random wins out of choke. And Golgari Charm seems more enticing right now than what? Shriekmaw seems bad. Fatal Push may be bad as well. Like, maybe we want something else, like just a Sylvan Library. Like, the removal seems really bad. I'll leave, like, Swords to Plowshares in, but, I mean, just because it answers anything. But, like, I don't think I want a lot of removal in this matchup. I think I just want to have my deck be as low to the ground as possible and as smooth as possible. We'll just operate better. I'll keep this. It's not the best hand ever, but it's also not horrendous. We'll probably put the Kitchen Finks on the board on turn 2, so we will go for what here? Probably just a Savannah. Does have a lot of fetch lands. Lark's cool. Look at the Bayou here. You get Fatal Pushed on something? No, just a cycle. Okay. Okay, Life from the Loam happening. Cool. Yeah, I like Swords to Plowshares. I think it's a fine card in really a lot of matchups. Just crank her for 4 here. I'm gonna wait on this. I'm gonna wait on my mana use here. It's kind of rough not to use it, but if she goes for the Loam next turn, or if she dumped the Titan, if she goes for Loam here, then we can play out the Yark and hopefully get her under a clock. If she just tries to blow up my board, then I get Finks back. I presume we're getting countered here. A lot of that was because I didn't have something to put in. This is probably running straight into like an effing drain, but I feel like I got to present more threats. I got to keep her on the ropes. Yeah, we're getting countered here, but so here's the rub. Like if she counters this and goes for a Loam and like does something else next turn, then it's possible this is a counter of some sort. I assume. Like is this just like a mana, like a miscalc, or is it a 3 mana? Oh, dissolve. Okay, dissolve's cool. Well, my hope is like the turn following, we can get another untapped land and Diabolic Intent in natural order for Titan. We'll see, though. All right, Garuk killing probably the Fintorn Elves, I would assume. All right, come on, land. It's a thing, too. Oh, cancel. I think I'm going for it. I mean, I don't think she has a way to stop this. She a bounce? All right, go. This could have been really wrong. I mean, it really depends on what she's got. I mean, she has Wasteland or crop rotation into Wasteland, or if she has her own Dark Depths combo, or if she has like any non-instant speed form of bounce, then this is horrible. But if she has like Wasteland, if she has a way to like find Wasteland, then it could be like just the worst too. I mean, so crop rotation. All right. Now we're probably effed. Well, can you kill this in response? No. Sack outlet. The Lark is already in the yard, so I've got that piece of the combo set up. She has Bazooka Bug. She already used her crop rotation, which is good. So Chasm doesn't stop life loss. So we got Stymied on the Dark Depths combo. What can you do? Can hopefully find a way. She can still attack into me because she has Mazevith, which is pretty sweet. We have a lot of draws that could get us out of this, though. The Diabolic Intent is obviously not one, but there's her own Dark Depths. Arcaracus is quite dead. Well, no, it's not this game, actually. Never mind, it's not dead. She can obviously recurse it as well. We get a Death Touch Wolf. Okay, we're Loman again. Cool. Cycling again. Cool. Well, that does absolutely nothing. So we'll just play crap out and say go. What are our best draws? Sack Outlet or what is it? Phyrexian Tower. There's Fatal Push, but you probably don't want to push that thing. What else is in there? Lonely Sandbar. Just generating card advantage. Bazooka Bog does kill this combo. But do I need the Lark to do it? Yeah, I kind of want it. She can start attacking now and just fog her own attacker that we block with, or whatever we block the Dryad Arbor with. Or she could just hunt for a creature and like establish her own Dark Depths lock. All right. Do we play that? Probably not. Just pass it back. You can get a loan back if you like. All right, yeah, we're gonna find the Primeval Titan. Do I mind this? Yeah, I mean it means we're dead the turn after, so we have to find something. What are our best draws? Probably Natural Order with no counter backup. Titania. Titania doesn't worry me as much actually. Titania is actually not bad. I mean, she's gonna probably get the Bazooka Bog back. Does she have a fetch in there? No. So we'll see Bazooka Bog come back, but like that doesn't blow up a land at least. So I tend to be okay with this, I think. Yeah, Mana Confluence. Okay, okay. Alright, fetch land. Interesting. They just want to take the damage. So we play for time here, I guess. Alright. Tapped. Well, or you're just a horrendous sack. Just a horrible, horrible friggin' sack. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Like this is bullshit. I mean, your deck is slow. That is the fair part. You're dead. All right. Yeah, I want to use it. All right. So Protean, a Hulk, and yeah, whatever. And come on, Moto, come on now. It's gonna be Karmic Guide. Well, no, I am. You had the win here, dude. Next turn. All right, yeah, put him in. get the operative card here, Safi. Once Moto unfreezes, I don't know. Actually, we can just get the Siege Rhino, the other half of the combo here. All right. Well, we did get to combo someone out, which is pretty sweet. You know, we sacked down obviously. I mean, we just there's our sack outlet. Cool, got it. You know, but you know that's the thing with decks like that. I mean, if you build them to do that, they can draw it. Not that I per se feel great about it, but hey, what are you gonna do? Alrighty, so I think we probably went the longest there. Let's see. Did the next round were we the last ones in this round too? All right. No, actually, these two players, Chan CNC and Terrans, are still playing. All right, Michelle got nerdy at 30, and we still have a game going on, which is pretty cool. So we'll jump into this game and see how these two newer players are doing. Okay, well, evidently we got in right in time to see the game lost. Cryptic Gate, what does this card do? Okay, that's pretty interesting. So what is it? It's Slivers deck. Sweet. It's pretty sweet. Okay, and this is what? Just a mono black deck. Alrighty. Well, it looks like we're going to round 3. And let me verify that round 3 is up. Let's see if they've reported. All right, quick pause, guys. Will they report, and then we'll get back to it. All right, guys, we're back in round 3. One more round of the event left. And I don't know what we're playing. I forget what Nerdy is playing. This hand's good. We will most certainly keep this. You guys, give me one. I'm going to keep this, yeah. It's not the best ever, but I'd rather have Canopy Vista be something else. Maybe it should come out of the deck, too. I don't know. There should be a cycling land now with, like, Ramunap. All right, well, looks like we're both on some sort of green deck. We'll do a Bayou here. And say go. All right, looks like we're probably in some sort of mirror match. Do you have a kill spell for this thing? I don't really care if you kill my thing. Brain Maggot. Okay, well, what do you take? I would say Tireless Tracker or... I don't know. Well, it is an enchantment creature, so like the Kasali can just randomly kill it. I guess it doesn't matter that much then. You know, Brain Maggot something. You guys, excuse me momentarily. I'll be right back when he chooses. All right, we got the random map. All right, he doesn't want to get locked out by Wasteland, I guess. I'm not doing that. That's not really the reason Ramunap's in here. It's just a value card. All right. Play this gentleman out. Maybe he gets blown up. I don't know. If it does, we can just Maelstrom Pulse if we need to, so we can get the Ramunap back to kind of get some value off of it. I'll probably cast it next turn if I have the ability to. All right, what else do we got? We're on a base Abzon deck. Cool. That's pretty cool. Well, that's less good for us. We can deal with that via Pulse. You get to cast something else. I think I probably will too, because I don't want to get overrun by it. All right, Phyrexian Revoker, stopping the Casali Pride Mage, I would assume. Um, okay. Well, Casali Pride Mage kills Garrick if you don't block it, so what are you blocking with? You can just chump it. Okay. Just get rid of this Garrick. All right, well, we're up a bunch of cards, unless he got something really good like a natural order or something like that. I feel okay. We'll see, though. So we've knocked out 3 of his permanents, 1 for very little value, just a chump block to protect something. If it's natural order, I mean, we probably lose, but that's the break sometimes. All right, Elsbeth, all right, well, that's good. Do you want your Elsbeth to take 1? You're fine with that, okay. Well, the opponent's going to get some early beats in, but I think we can get back into this pretty handily, I think. So we can Eternal Witness and blow up his Elsbeth next turn. He's going to get 4 damage in, though. Could you pick another 1/1? Get in there for 5. Take me down to 11. But I think we do have to Eternal Witness for the Maelstrom Pulse next turn and blow up the Elsbeth. Opponent's draw has been pretty good, though. He's had, well, for what I assume, like seeing the Phyrexian Invoker and the Brain Maggot, I don't think some of his card quality as far as creatures go is not that great. But, we continue to build value up here. I'm not going to use the Tireless Tracker this turn, so I'll continue to fleece lands out of my deck. And I'll continue to get lands that are going to be problematic for bringing into play untapped. And double pulse on the walkers, and let's get in there for some damage, I suppose. Well, do you mize out? Okay, we got him. Cool. Cool. I think that was a pretty good draw out of him, and we managed to get there. Zealous Persecution seems pretty good from what we saw. Timely may be good too. Possibly even Toxic Deluge. Probably Sun Titan's good though. I mean, it's just like it goes over the top of him pretty well. What don't I want? Maybe we go a little less all in on the combo and take out crop rotation. I think I just need to outvalue this player. Golgari Charm is interesting to me, but I don't know on that. Diabolic Intent seems kind of steep. As well. Deathmark seems pretty good. Dark Blast actually seems really good in this matchup. I think I like it better actually than Path to Exile. I think we go with this though. Pretty light boarding. Diabolic Intent could be wrong in this. Hey, you too, man. All right, yeah, this is a keep. It's not phenomenal, but it is a keepable hand. We're hoping he plays a turn one play, like a dork. Not a turn one discard spell, but a dork. Well, actually, it'd be cool if he didn't, and then we can like resolve this birds and like cast the Voice of Resurgence on the following turn. Well, not optimal there. So we need to get Bayou here to play out the birds and also have Dark Blast. Alrighty. All right. What's going on in your hand? I kind of want to see before I drop this Liliana off. I could have played out the Phyrexian Tower and made it permanent. I don't really care about the Avon Mind Sensor. Put out the Lily, start knocking his hand apart. I'm going to discard this thing. And then we've got Abrupt Decay still for the Thalia. And we know he has a haste critter, so that's a thing. Now we kind of just want to hit lands. We're just going to see a Thalia here. That's fine by me. Or it could just be a Maelstrom Pulse on the Liliana. That's actually okay too. All right, Thalia. Yeah, I don't mind that. No, I don't want that. Well, I didn't really want Lark either. We're going to take a turn off from just ditching permanents out of our hand and play out this gentleman right here. If we draw another land, we can play this lark out, which gets interesting, actually. But we do want more lands at some point. The tower is nice because, I mean, it can just make a bunch of mana out of nowhere. All right, do we have another turn 3 or another 3-drop? Evidently so. A Dauntless, a Cohort. Okay. Nope, don't want that. Well, that's what they would call optimal. That was a good draw right there. I think here actually we just make him sack this thing and just beat face. Because I don't really want to discard either of these cards. And I'm still going to get the card out of him here with it. So that seems good enough to me. We'll do 4, have a flyer, it's a 4-3. Just tell him, hey, have an answer, man. And if he just Maelstrom pulses my Tidal Scholar to get this back, this knight back, and cast it, it ideally would be in the same turn. If it's not, then I'll just Abrupt Decay the knight, the turn after, and it's just wasting 2 turns of his time. Scoop Mob doesn't scare me. What's the best draw right now? White mana would be pretty good. No, not Dark Blast, though. Well, that can be white mana. I think I'll make it white mana. I think I probably will just get like a Savannah or something. Could get like, I could go completely ham here and just go for like a natural order or something like that. But like, I think we got it. I think we got this. Just doing this. We'll get back to Liliana and yeah, okay. Okay, man. So we got this 1-2-0. And quick pause, guys. We'll report, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. Let's check out how Michelle's faring up here with her bug deck. So she's probably winning. Fairy Conclave is the card that stopped. Yeah, this kind of looks like a Raffle Stomp right here. See how these two are getting on. Oh, it's over. Let's see how they fared real quick. Oop, wrong one. Match listing. Yeah, Boo's lost to Rob 0-2. Okay. So we may be playing him next, actually. And how are these two getting along? Soon probably just won. Yeah, that would seem pretty good to me. You can take damage off the Shrieking Affliction, but that doesn't seem that good. Doesn't seem good enough, rather. Oh, this is like a turn, like 2. That's a busted draw to her. He's still got a lot of gas, so he could just kill the Titania. I don't know. I think she still gets to make the... I think she gets to make 10 power off this. I'm pretty sure she does. I think the way it works is it'll happen simultaneously, so the trigger off Titania blowing up one of her lands is actually going to do some yeoman's work here. What does stink is that she wasn't able to leave Caracas up just to bounce the Thalia and like discard some other nonsense. She'll definitely let the forest get eaten here. Oh, she has crop. Oh, natural claim. Okay, I was like crop rotation. Yikes! Like here's 2020. So he'll discard a card. He'll also sack a land, but like her sacking a land is going to make her a 5 power attacker, right? Yeah, it's going to. Interesting line of play. I'm almost positive it's how it works. Persecute. That's probably not good against someone on, like, no card. Oh, never mind. She's not going to sack her Thalia. She's going to make another 5-power attacker. I'm dumb. Yeah, I know how Smallpox works. I know how Fetch Lands with Thalia work. Yeah, okay, yeah. I was going to say, you just can see there. That's, like, rough beats, man. You need to have target removal for that lady. All right, so I don't know if this is a first or second game for Michelle here and Terrans. I think they're going to be looking to go to a... Uh-oh. Moto's having some issues. They're probably going to be going to a third game if it's not. It looks like Michelle is quite an advantage. There's a red deck wins versus white-blue with Chill in play. On 7 lands, 4 cards in hand. Interesting. To 2 cards in hand. Well, Dust Bowl is pretty bad. Yeah, ML's probably going to win this, would be my guess. Probably going to win. Feeling like a pretty deterministic win, actually. He's at 15 life against 4 cards with Chill in play, and a Baral for anything he counters. I guess if you're his opponent, you just wait for him to hopefully tap down and, like, hit him a couple times with some key spells, but, like, that aerial responder probably also needs to be answered at a woefully inefficient price. So Chill is doing what it does and kind of ending games. Okay, well, he's fighting back. He's fighting the good fight. You got a Gonti. Who knows what he exiled? She gets a mana drain off of what, though? What else did he cast? Read the Bones? Oh, maybe it was Consuming Vapors, and then he read the Bones? I don't know. No, it couldn't have been, because he cast all this turn. She's got infinite mana on 2 cards. He's actually deeper in his deck than she is. She can get stuff back, right? What does he have to get back, though? Noxious Gearhulk, that's targeted, though, right? Destroy another target, yeah. I mean, you could get that back. Regenerates this thing. I mean, I think, honestly, here you probably just block with the Bird Redcap and keep the Liliana around. Because Noxious Gearhulk is still a fine threat. It's a 5/4, menace. So it requires blocking by 2 things. Because the land's turned off, Thrun can't block it. He seems to agree with me. If near Deadlands can not shrink Thrun, but if she ever deals with the Python Needle, he can kill the Conclave. And has anyone figured anything out over here? No, we counterspell the Chandra Pyromancer, which is actually that would have been a card that could have gotten him out of this. Possibly. I mean, you still have to kill the aerial responder, but it is a powerful enough card that you'd see enough cards to possibly get out when you're on like a billion lands on red deck wins. I mean, Chill is a thing, but when you're on, what is that? Is that 8 lands? 8 lands? Like, you can still cast your stuff pretty reliably at that point. Opponent probably can't, or not opponent, but Littlefield probably can't cast anything with only 2, unless he has, like, exactly Gut Shot in the deck. Circle Protection Red, alright, well, if you have not packed it up yet, like, now you just do. Like, you just say, I'm good. I'm good to go. Yeah, okay. You go to the next game. That is not winnable. And I guess, like, I don't know, like, Anarchy into, like, Blue Elemental Blast is winnable. Mystical Tutor is a hell of a thing. So that's going to let her get what? This is her casting it? Yeah. What does she get here? Could just get Life Below and start recursing Dark Depths. Does she have the other piece? No. Could get Intuition, Tutor for a Tutor, and then Intuition on her draw step. To get... No, he wouldn't give her Life from the Loam at that point then, because she's got to end the game. Entreat the Angels. Alright, well, she's going to win with Entreat the Angels. So Mystical Tutor is probably a good card to have there. She taps out, he could still win. Sunset Pyramid, well, he gets to draw a card at least. And he could just wrath the board. That is possible. Like, I almost guarantee that he probably does have Damnation in his deck, and he's obviously not cast it yet. There's going to be a lot of Angels. He's just tapping out for it, Windmill slamming it. I mean, if he answers this, you probably lose the game. That's the thing. Like, he can't kill you next turn. He does still have an exiled card, I believe, from her. Face down? Yeah, he does. If it's a Wrath, he could just Wrath the board. That'd be pretty funny if it was. She has not cast a Wrath yet. She obviously plays like 3 or 4 in her decks. I think she Intuition for 3. 3 of them. No, she plays at least 4 because she has Terminus as well. Alright, Thrun attacks. Cool. He's 21 life. Yeah, the Menace threat here doesn't really change that. He can kill one, go up to 4 onto that, 25. And actually, that does keep him alive. Yeah, it keeps him alive by a few life points. He's going to draw a card here. See what he gets. And obviously he's up on cards. Entreat the Angels is a hell of a thing, though. That's a tough one to beat. I think he probably has some way to do it, though. I mean, Liliana would just destroy all time zombie creatures, but that doesn't seem likely. All right, Chainer's Edict. Down to 5. That doesn't have a Wrath, then. If he's doing that, he does not have a Wrath. Gearhulk going up to 25 life, killing one of the Angels. Does he have more targeted removal? All right, turn 1 Gobble Guide. That's they call it turn 1 GG for a reason. That may or may not spell ML's doom, but getting out underneath the counter magic is going to be good for him, but he obviously has a pretty sizable board. Puts her down to 15 and says go. She's on 1 card to his 3. But obviously, like he needs to sweep the board here, some way, shape, or form, and fade a counterspell out of her. Can erase this? No, she'll send 1 angel at the Liliana. Well, what else do you have? Maybe you have something else that's... Oh, wow. Wow. That is rough. That's good. That's sweet. That's what he had. All right, that is what he had. So you can get rid of the other angel next turn. She probably has to lead back the throne to block here. She can kill the Liliana. Death's Majesty, I believe it's called. It'd be pretty cool if we saw this red deck wins go all the way. Grenzo's actually interesting. So, you know, I think this is actually pretty sweet. But is this until end of turn? Yeah, you're not going to get to cast anything this turn, but the goat ability is kind of cool. I've tried this card. I just wasn't as impressed because, like, you really had to have a board presence to make it work. Force Spike? Or Snare. Spell Snare? No, just Beb. Okay. Well, take 2. I think I would rather blow up the Goblin Guide than, I guess it is giving you lands, but rather blow up the Goblin Guide than get rid of Grenzo. Grenzo just seems kind of anemic to me. I took it out of my red deck wins deck. I tried it out. Wasn't really happy with it. All right, so everything gets wrathed. No one's happy. He's still got a draw engine. What does this thing do once it becomes unbricked? I guess you just draw cards off, and then eventually it still scries. Okay, well, she blew all her stuff up. Drew land. He's evidently... What does he got here? He got a threat. Just draw more cards. So now all it does is scries. There's a card engine. It's just... I mean, it's not really an engine, but it's just slow. I don't know. I feel like ML is going to get put to the test here. Reveals Island, so he's got 8 cards in hands. He's got plenty of lands, but he needs a relevant threat now. He's got... Well, this is not a good 1-drop. Now he really needs to play like a life-linking threat here. Like, if he has a prot red guy, like one of the cores, that could be good. Chill is not going to do it here. Chill is a card that you really want him to play on the draw. If they get a start like this, you're just not... It's not doing it. All right, well, they're just both going into drawing here. Scry 1 on upkeep makes sense. Did he bottom or top it? Put it on top. All right. Unburden. Discard 2 cards. Knock the hand apart. Seems good. If she has a counter, she'll probably have to counter this. Unless she has like 2 junky cards and then a counter, because he's probably gonna cast a threat here if he's doing this. All right, Forest and Wrath of God. There's a man land, but he's got the this thing, the Field of Ruin, which can get rid of it. This Scry is actually probably going to add up in this matchup because control v control. So I think it is going to add up over time. Trading Post, that's more cards. So this is just MBC, Mono Black Control. I would actually like my matchup against Mono Black Control, I think. They obviously have a lot of discard, and they have a lot of targeting kill, but not having counter magic is actually a big boon for us, I think. Them not playing counter magic, I think, would be better for us. So he's sacrificing his junky artifacts. Raven's Crime, knocking out her last card, which is a moat. Okay, well, I don't know why she wouldn't play that. I guess because she has the man land and she doesn't want it to, I don't know. I don't know why she wouldn't do that. Neither deck seems that extremely proactive, though. And then we have this match going on, which just looks like he's getting beat to death. Yeah, they can have those hands where it's like Goblin Guy go, like, all right, game over. Well, it's his end step though. At least he's casting Mystical Tutor for what? Could get rebbed here for what though? Like, what do you get for Enlightened Tutor? So you can go into Circle Protection Red. That doesn't seem good enough. Um, I don't know. I don't know what you get. What does he? What does he think he gets? Day of Judgment. Oh, okay. Well, I mean that kills the board. That brings the board back his way. Do you have a land though? Do you have a plains land? You do. Okay, we gotta take damage onto 8. He's on 4 cards though. He can sack this Bomat. He probably won't unless his hand's like utter garbage, but I don't like ML's position in this game. I think he's losing it. Alright, Miri's Guile, which is not a bad one because it allows you just to kind of filter your top deck. Now he's gonna have infinitely more cards than she will, but her selection will be pretty decent. I think he's got this one in the bag though. I think she's losing it. Mono black control, if you give it time, like it'll grind you out because it just draws more cards, you know. So you really you got to put the screws to it. And I think her deck, well, it does have like a very powerful win con, in the form of like Entreat. Like this black deck is probably better equipped to deal with it than we were um, with our build. So what do we got here? A Jace the Mind Sculptor or something? No, a Factor Fiction main. Okay. You probably just give her Supreme Will and Portent or the rest. The rest don't seem that great. I mean, she could repeal one of your things, like one of your enchantments, but like you're already drawing infinite cards. So I think I like Verdict and Portent. Um, Verdict doesn't really scare me if I'm him. Like that can be dealt with. Like you can just play something out that she needs to Verdict into and say, all right, get it. You know, you either do that or you do Repeal plus Portent. I don't know what his 4 cards are though. If he had creature threats or if he had creature threats, you'd be playing them out. He probably wants to try to find a Planeswalker threat here. All right, so he thinks Repeal is a bigger threat than Supreme Verdict is, which I can see. I don't know his hand. Like I think it's close. Portent is the best card, like the best actual card with words on it in this pile. Okay, so we got Wrath. We're doing 1 down to 7. We don't have any spells though. Okay. All right. Well, do you have like a life linking threat? Because this could turn around. Like if he has something that's relevant, like a Baneslayer Angel, like Baneslayer just end the game. Probably, unless he has like Fire Blast plus 3 damage burn spell. No, but this guy's good. You probably actually don't block this thing, because this thing could kill the Arrow Responder. Barbring, 3 mana, Hammer of Bogarden. Okay, okay. Rough beats, rough beats. This is a kill spell. Or he's just blowing it up with Field of Ruin and saying, hey, get a land. Get a shuffle effect and a land. Take 3, or take 2 rather, down to 5. Virtual 1 though, because, well, virtual 2. Because the Barbring does 2 damage. What do we have here? Cycle. What is he doing with his mana here? If he had a way to kill the Monastery Mentor like another like the Flash Flood or something, you probably should have done it before. No, dig through time. Wow, that's good. That's pretty strong. So like his opponent, if he mises a 3 damage burn spell, can just win. If he doesn't, and he finds like a Baneslayer or something like that, the game's probably over. He can find a Batterskull as well. But then like it puts his opponent specifically on drawing a 3 damage burn spell that only costs 2 mana or less. Because he needs to tap one of the mountains plus lose the Barbring, which also has to tap to do 2 damage to face. Which ideally needs to find a threat pretty quickly. All right, well, we got a Planeswalker threat, which probably ends up meaning the game. Michelle is playing it out like a champ. This is Terrans. I think if I'm Michelle, I'd probably just conserve my clock. I guess her rationale may be, well, hey, like he's on a little less time than I am. That's not good enough. I mean, that can change the target of spell or ability, so you can change the target of Barbring to it, and then have it die in combat with the Monastery of Swiftspear. Can't block this turn. Well, that doesn't really matter. Like, so you just, yeah, that's still fine. That does nothing. I mean, you can attack, but he's just going to tap his Core Hobbin and say, no, I'm not taking the damage, man. Please don't miss this, ML. Just use your Core Hobbin. Yep. And then leave up your spell skite to take the 2 from the barbarian ring. Yep. He realistically needs to get a threat down very badly, though. Like a good life linking threat is really what he wants right now. All right, that's gonna die. Well, I guess the skite protects it from the barbering. If it's like that'd be pretty crazy if it was like I don't know, like a dragon of some sort, like just like go dragon kill you, like be sweet. Mana barbs or something. Hammer of Bogarden. Okay, I would be fine with that if I were ML. The core. Hmm. Deceiver Exarch. You could always Ghost Quarter that, but I mean the 2 damage doesn't seem like it's gonna be that relevant. What happened to the poor? All right, we got a Phyrexian Rager. What happened to the poor Planeswalker? He just get killed. Where did he go? Oh, he got Council's Judgmented. Makes sense. That actually does win the game. Got 8 cards in hand. Like I think you can find a way to win here. All right, that's a lot of damage probably. Oh wait, no, it's gonna kill his own thing. All right, it's just a threat. All right, just a threat to be a threat. Cool. Well, this is interesting now. Like, what does the red deck wins player do? What does he do? I mean, you can try to target with the Barbering, the core Firewalker, but the Spellskite can suck that down. And then you can kill the Spellskite with the Hammer of Bogarden. And the Monastery Swift Spear will be big, but he'll have gained a life up to 6. Yeah, I think ML may be able to turn this. I mean, his what he found off the dig through time was pretty good. These cards, Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise, can obviously turn games. We even saw like Intuition do some significant work for us or against us, as well as Mystical Tutor. I want to say, did she Mystical Tutor as well against us? I can't remember. I know she did in this game right here that she's in, but I can't remember now. This is going at what, Skite or Face? Yeah, just use the Spell Skite, put it on the Spell Skite. Yep. Yep, Spell Skite will take that one down. Have another burn spell, please. And that's fine. I mean, if I'm MML, I'm like, yeah, it's cool, dude. You got it. You got my Skite. I'm okay with that. But I still have a blocker. No point in attacking there. All right, Primeval Titan dies here. Does she have the Dark Depths combo? No, she does not. Well, that's right. The actual Depths is in her graveyard. I forgot earlier we saw it in there. Wondering if she could go for it. Since 0 cards to 7, like, I mean, I think you just concede here, dude. Like, you're just trying to burn clock down. It's kind of silly. I think you just pack it in. All right, Firebolt going at the Aven, Arctic Aven. All right. That's a card. That'll get the Arctic Aven, that's for sure. But he's just going up on life. He'll find more threats. He could counter this, but I mean, like that seems kind of bad to me. Is this a game 3? It could be. Nope, Tech Edge. I mean, I guess you could blow up the Smoldering Peaks if you wanted to. That doesn't seem good enough to me, though. What you really need is like a good threat. That is a good threat. All right, gets him. All right, cool. Good for you, ML. Congrats. Nope, she's ripping pretty well off the top. Ripping and rolling. Alright, him the last card out of her hand. What did he get? A lonely sandbar. Alright, well, she was thinking about cycling into something. Cool. Chainer's Edict. Targeting her. And likely attacking and killing the Jace. The Jace being at 3 here. So yeah, you probably just turn them all sideways. Say, hey, Jace dead. He gets rid of the Wasteland. Interesting. Oh, I think Sung probably dropped. Did she win the last one she played or no? Oh, she dropped before, I think. Let's check. Yeah, Sung got Coconut. I don't know if she dropped or not. Maybe she just restarted. She's back on. All right. Terran wins. Okay, well, they're going to game 3 then. Alrighty. Well, we're going to go on a quick pause, guys. I'm going to use the restroom. We'll be right back to watch this game 3. All right, guys, we're back. Michelle obviously on the play of this game. All right, tap land turn 1, go. Swamp, discard, nope. F6. And what does she got? Tap land, go. Interesting. All right, so no 2-mana counter, I would presume. Or just for efficiency's sake, him. No, talisman. Okay. Actually, I guess this does not tap for black mana. No, it does. Never mind, it does. You should pay a life. Which would probably be worth it if you had him. Alright, she has counter magic up, I would presume, at this point. He's got answers to lands. Wrench Mind. I think I liked casting that the turn prior. She's going to counter this more than likely. It is not randomized discard, so she may rather just keep a counter and discard 2 nonsense cards she doesn't need. Her dead card count will be higher. Don't want to wait too long to respond. I guess you are up on clock, but this is going to be a well, I mean, maybe it won't be a tight game. Maybe she'll just like go turn 4 Elsbeth and like win the game. She ditches. Okay, she has an artifact. Cool, good for her. Yeah, Raven's Crime. She has Batter Skull, which seems good. Seems pretty good there. Seems good to be able to discard that. Like I don't like having that in my openers personally. I think it's kind of a clunker. All right, that's a good card. Why would you play the land first? That's bad. That's an error. She's just playing quick. I should shut the hell up though. They're on tight on time. I feel bad. I should have said that. All right. She got a free card out of it though. That's good for her. She got counter magic, I'm sure. Gonti, you can get countered more than likely, but I mean, hey, still a Gonti. Cycling, interesting. All right, you're cycling first. Well, he's looking for a Planeswalker or something like that. I think I actually do the Eternal Dragon afterwards because your deck actually will be more land rich, which means Gonti is less likely to hit. So I think actually I would prefer to cycle after the Gonti trigger. I mean, it's a very minute, like, percentile of a difference, but it is a difference. Alright, well, millions of lands, but he has a card that he can cast out of her deck, and it is the best card that he could find in her top, what is this, 4 or 6? I believe it's 4. Yep. If he does nothing this turn, it's counter magic, is what he found. Entreat the Angels. Well, I think he has a counter spell. This is a good one to find. I mean, you get 3 Angels out of it, which is not weak. If he has Mana Drain, you're probably just going to get just crushed. But I feel like he did find a counterspell if he did nothing with the card that he found. So if it's a Planeswalker, he cast it. It could have been a Wrath, too. So it resolves like nothing. All right. So it's probably a Wrath then? What would you have found and kept? And what does this go for? Either Intuition or Life Malone, more than likely. She wants to get Titan. All right. He could shuffle her library right now by using Ghost Quarter. Oh, he's going to steal the Green Sun Zenith, which does nothing in his deck, but he just effed up her personal tutor. That's card disadvantage right there. Well, he gets in there. You find like an Elsbeth or something? Elsbeth blow up the world? Now he plays his own Nauseous Gearhulk out, killing one of the Angels and gaining a sizable amount of life. Then be funny if she redrew the Green Sun Zenith. I don't think she can, though. Yeah, I go to the bottom, right? Or does she reshuffle? Bottom in random order. Okay. Okay, well, he gains more life, and you get to attack for 4? Or for 8, rather? Search, exile. What's your 4-drop? No, nothing. You just tap out. He wins the race, yeah. He's got one more card of yours, right? That's exiled upside down? Yeah, he does. Gets rid of her last card. Pretty good. Pretty strong. Can't really activate the man lands here. Loam's no good with the Scavenger Grounds in play, plus the Ifnir Deadlands, which can actually blow these Angels up pretty easily or pretty well. Probably gets rid of the Pristine Talisman would be my guess. No, the Mana Fixing. Okay. I think the Pristine Talisman is probably a better target because like they could be in a race situation if she tried to foment that. He obviously still has a card of hers that he could cast, and because he's not casted, I'm assuming it's a Wrath. But he's just keeping for insurance. So he's going to cast the Wrath this turn and just put her hellbent with nothing on the board. Yeah, this makes sense to me. So he's going to put her down to 11. That's why he's attacking all links. He's losing both the creatures that he's found. And now he's going to cast a Wrath of God or something like that. No? Okay, interesting. Blow up one of the Angels, I suppose. And then maybe Wrath? I don't know. What is the card of hers he found? It has to be a counterspell. This card can't be relevant to counter. It's got to be a counterspell of some sort. He's waiting for her to buy something good. It could also be like a dig through time, but I mean, you can cast that already and find a good threat and just win. Down a little bit on time. You probably counter that. You can't. Okay. What do you have of hers? And you get in there for 2. Why not? Are you going to Wrath now? All right. All right. Shoot face. Okay. Or did you Mise into like a Primeval Titan or something? No, just an Obstinate Baloth. She's Mise pretty well. Like, she's just hit gas every turn. Not blanked down at all. That's pretty good for her. Well, he's obviously been hitting lands. Finally going to cast this Wrath or whatever I think you probably have. No, you just make the angel smaller. Okay. All right, she finally hit a land. He finally hit, I assume is probably a Planeswalker? No, okay, nothing. He's just missing. Missing pretty hard. We're going to activate a man land? Or cast like a Primeval Titan? Alright, activate a man land, get another land out of it, and then activate the Myriad Landscape, more than likely. On his turn, what is your last card, though? So you didn't get a blue land, which means you either do not have islands, or you're... I don't know. You're willing to take 1 damage off this thing, though, evidently. What is her card of... What card of hers do you have? It must be really not very good. Yeah, you don't repeal that thing. She didn't go for the Myriad. I guess she's too low on time or something, or she's afraid she's too low on time. He's just missing. How many lands do you run, brother? He has had a garbage draw this game, though. It's just been like land, 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 land. He's due to draw some gas. We'll see, though. I mean, her top deck's been lively. If she drew like 2 or 3 counter spells, or 2 counter spells rather, that could be a good game. Yeah, you just attack here. It looks like you're going to do something interactive. You don't want to F6 through your turn. I guess you did. What is your last card? Is it now like removal or something? I'm really curious what her card is that he's got upside down right now, because he can still cast that damn thing. It had to have been something really bad in the top 4. I mean, like, if it's been anything that she's been drawing really well. You got to block this turn. What do you remove? Does it say what the card was? No, it doesn't even say. That's unfortunate, because I kind of wanted to tell what that card, see what that card was. We don't get to see. That's unfortunate. Like, what could it have been? Like, if it was a counterspell, you use it. If it's a Wrath, you use it. If it's a Planeswalker, you cast it before when you are ahead on board and you win with it. Like, I can't even fathom if it's a cantrip, you cantrip with the black mana because you can cast it off any mana type, right? Yeah, like, I don't... What could that have been? Was it all just land? Did she just whiff? All right. Well, we are in round 4 now. And we're actually going to be playing Terrans. Alrighty. Quick pause, guys, until we get started. Hey, guys, we misannounced that. I guess the game wasn't over. They were in their first game, that first one we saw. It's really long. This was probably the dumbest game I've ever seen in my life, because they got down to about 20 seconds each and just kept on passing the turn and discarding, and whoever could discard faster won the game. I guess it is what it is. That was kind of silly, though. But that is the end of that match. We did actually call it correct. We did call it correctly, but, you know, I don't know. You hate to see people win that way. It's just like, all right, well, you won because you could pass faster and discard faster than the opponent. That's kind of silly. But it is what it is. I guess you got to do what you got to do. And we are underway against Terrans. And have a good time, dude. We'll keep this. And F6. Oh, he just passed it to us. I guess we're just going to cast out the Luxodon Smiter unless we draw into something that like really makes us want to play out the Dark Depths. I kind of want to do that too, but what I prefer to do is get this fella online. Maybe I should have just kept him in hand to play around discard. I think we just blow that up. And actually, no, we don't. But being fair, guys, you know, at the end of the day, your clock is your own. You know, if you lose to it, well, that's on you. I'm gonna if we get damnation, that would really suck. All right, we get sever the bloodline. That was just draw for the turn. Okay. I'm gonna beat down here. If he has a land and plays out the skull, I would like to be able um to use the reclamation sage against the batter skull because I know he has it. Okay. This historically would get birthing pod, and I'd probably just win the game. I'm not gonna get pattern against a live sever the bloodline in the graveyard. Yeah. This could be risky. We could just get discarded here and he could just drop his batter skull. Okay. I don't really care if he casts that. I really wanted to cast his Batter Skull on so I can just nab it. I guess we could get Mize by a land destruction spell. This costs 7 to do. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do it now. There's lethal. I know he's got Chainer's Edict. He had it. He had the land. All right. Well, you get it. We can cast anything in the deck. Do we get a Batter Skull this turn? No, we're not going to cast it. Let's go Hellbent. Knock a card out of his hand. He can cast the Batter Skull next turn. And he's going to have that thing, but that's fine. Okay, Rakdos Signet. Batter Skull. Okay. Angel. Kill the threat. Yep. And Mize a threat. Show me a threat at least. I'd rather ultimate my Liliana, I think, and cut half his lands out of the equation. Land, cool. That's kind of what we're looking for, is something along those lines. We are mising hard, though. And what have you got? Because to play with the Dark Depths was shady at best. But someday it's just not your day, right? I tend to think that Golgari Charm is going to be okay. I think I like Sylvan Library too. Collective Brutality is interesting. Gaddock Teague is probably good. He's probably good in this matchup. The removal seems less so. Like, I don't like Path to Exile. I like Bitter Blossom for this matchup. I feel like it's going to represent a clock. And then I kind of like this and the Collective Brutality to knock the important. Well, he sorceries. I don't know. That's more questionable. What else do we think we can cut? Is Fatal Push good enough? Probably not. He doesn't really have like a lot of threats. He has a lot of removal, not a lot of threats though. What else don't we think we need? Doran's probably bad. He is a clock though. Ramunap's kind of slow. It is a lot of value though, which is probably good. Shriekmaw is horrible. I didn't even see that. Yeah, let's go with this. Let's see more of his deck. See what we can do. This hand's not great, but randomly enough, I kind of like it because if he plays discard on us, like Raven's Crime or something, we can just discard this Luxodon Smiter. This could really come back to bite us, but I kind of want to see what his deck does. If I draw a Black Source, I'll make him discard turn 1. All right. And actually, randomly enough, because he's playing a black deck, if he makes us discard and we discard the Protean Hulk, we could just get to this Karmic Guide and it'd be pretty good. All right, Signet, cool. I have no doubt this is probably going to die. I would like to get a look at his hand, though. All right, that's actually, I think, okay. Let me take a look at what's going on over there. How does this card work again? For mana efficiency, I'm just going to crank this thing out. It can't be killed by the Winnower, and it beats down. So it seems good enough to me. I mean, I do kind of want to keep it for like discard protection. You can draw a card here. Yep. I have no doubt we'll probably get Winnowered this turn, which stinks, but, you know, what can you do? Fetch Land would probably be one of the better draws in the deck. We may not get Winnowered. I don't know. I mean, the Winnower would just kill the Lotus Cobra, which is, like, fine, but, like, he's not going to draw a card at that point if he's trying to invest in more cards. All right, Winnower killing the Lotus Cobra. Cool. Fetch Land? No, but that's also not horrendous. But it comes to cost. So, I'm Swords to Plowsharing this. Like, he doesn't have a lot of creatures, so, like, let's just get the lane open and start beating down. More land. Cool. Alright, you're drawing more cards. We gonna discard? Alright, another artifact. I'm just gonna play this fella out right here. I think this is better than Worldly Tutoring for something. Could Worldly Tutor for, like, Fauna Shaman, but, like, that doesn't seem good enough. Maybe Goyf would be good enough. I think I'd rather just get something that's, like, resilient. Like, you know, he has to deal with twice. He could have Call the Bloodline and, like, get it, though. Well, I could blow that up. Do I really want to, though? Hexmage? That's kind of irrelevant. Well, Fetchland is still our best draw. Alright, he cycles that thing off. trying to get into more gas. I actually like that a significant amount. This thing actually should do good work. It's going to stop planeswalkers and whatnot. I mean, you can't really, I guess, unless you have like over 4 mana removal in your deck. Yeah, it's fine. I need to draw land anyways, so I'm just going to snip this thing. You can block and kill my voice, but I will now have a 3/3. Yep, seems good. And then we still need a land here, but hey, what can you do? Well, what have you got? Do you have a big creature threat? So your spells are kind of clunky at this point because of Gaddock. Gaddock could just eat a removal spell, though. Okie doke. Well, we are not going to hit lands, are we? If he has removal, he just eats this thing. How bad is that for us? I'll go for it. I'll give it a shot. If you have the removal, then you have the removal, and you get us. Still, lands are obviously a thing here that we kind of need. He just takes, okay. We can go get Dryad Arbor. That seems bad, though. I think we just need a natural into it. Actually, you know what we probably could get is the Hexproof. All right, scry 1. Well, now I'm probably doing it all on attack against you. Could also get Safi. Would that be any good? We can bounce her at a minimum. Yeah, the fear there had to be like he'll use a removal spell on like the Luxodon Smiter and block and kill it, or like use a removal spell and force me to ship Gaddock back to my deck. That card's actually good against our deck. Pithing Needle on what? On Caracas? Okay. Now I assume that means you have to use an individual removal spell on Gaddock, and then I'm pretty clear to attack next turn if I draw a creature card. So let's turn off the auto yields because we may actually Worldly Tutor just to find a Dryad Arbor just to make our Elemental a 3/3. Is that even relevant though? Not really. Yeah, what do you have in hand? Do you have removal for Gaddock? I assume you named Caracas to stop that shenanigans. But you need to kill the Gaddock before you can do anything else, so... Scry 1? Alright, here's the play. I think we still do... Alright, good games, man. Well, this one didn't go to time. I had less time than he did, but... Alright. Yeah, my hand's not good. Especially against, like, mono black deck. I mean, I do have the Wasteland lock, but I mean, like, that's not doing anything against that many swamps. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to go ahead and report, I guess, the 2-0, unless he's, like, just saying that and he actually, like, has the win. I don't know. If he's scrying there, I don't think he can. And we want to catch some other matches. So, report results. I think I won this one 2-0. And All right, flaying tendrils. Yep. But do you have an answer to the Luxodon Smiter as well? Nope. Okay. Just the tendrils. Alrighty. So, let's see what's going on here. Let's see how the finals. These are the finals. We're not going to have finals today, guys. Just a 4-round set. Come on, Moto. All right, is that it? The days for days win the match, or is this they all have island walk? Oh yeah, you're done. You got an island play. You're probably dead. That's 3, 3, 1, 3. Yeah, it's 9. Okay. Yeah, Wasteland's always good. Port's always good. They're great cards. They are very impressive cards. They wreck shop. Um, yeah, you're playing blue and you're playing against Merfolk. Not a good day for you. Not a good day for you. All right, it looks like we have a winner. It looks like Rob Zadar will take down the tournament. Even Mind Sensor from Booze. Rough beats there unless he finds it, but he has a lot of basics, so he may find it. And you could counter it, but like that does not seem. It's the end step. You can counter it. Yeah, he may need the white mana really bad, and obviously, all right, he's gonna hard cast Daze. That's fine. Does the trick. If he gets counter Daze, it's a beating. It's a metric beating. I guess it's not horrible. It puts them both the same land count. All right, Wasteland probably knocking out the white mana. Yep, makes sense to me. All right, guys, I'm gonna do some quick admin stuff. So let's go to the host CP. I gotta figure out who's getting the door prize. So who is gonna be up for door prize? So let's see standings. Who are gonna be our X1s who are still in it to win it? Let me actually check this. Let me see who's still in. So we've got Michelle is gonna prize, Rob will prize, we would technically prize. Terrence was defeated twice. Nerdy was defeated twice. Sung and Coconut were defeated twice. All right, so let me get my notepad out here. One of these billions of decks. All right, so Coco, Sung. ML and Booze, I believe, also lost twice. Booze, 2-0, 2-0. Wait, where's Booze at? All right. No, Booze is actually ML. Where do you stand? 0-2. So you lost 1. Then you got to buy. And then you went 2-1. All right, so we need to actually wait to do this because one of these guys will be eligible. But Nerdy's also in there. Soong's in there. Field is in there. Wait, Littlefield didn't drop. But we gotta wait. All right, so what we can start doing, however, is this. So let me verify something first to make sure this is set up right. Yep, that's got all the cards we need in it. And let's open a trade with Michelle. And then we'll get Rob next. Arena. That's one I haven't seen in a long time. All right. Yep. Oh. Come on, Moto. Please don't break on me. Third and fourth, we're going to have to wait on. I don't know who that's going to be right now because it's one of these two, actually. Alrighty. All right, so actually, both these players are going to get, both these players are going to get prized out, right? Because he had to buy, he had to buy. No, he had to buy here. Mel's been sacking buys like a champion. 0-2 buy 2-1. This is like the. Okay. Okay. So one of these two, Nerdy 2-0'd over him, but he was already 0-2. Yeah, those two are going to do that. All right, so let's do this. Quick pause, guys. So I found one of these things. So here's what we're going to do. So this is on the up and up. You guys can see what I did. So I believe, and let me double verify, these are the 5 folks that are eligible for the door prize who are not going to prize out. Let me just double verify that because I would hate to have anyone miss out. So Nerdy, Soong, Coconut, Littlefield, Terrans. ML, all right. They're all the people that finished it. Okay, yeah, that's what we're going to do. So here's what we're going to do because I'm not going to keep, I'm pretty sure I am locked for 3rd place right now. That may not be definitive, but I'm pretty sure I'm locked. Let me find this randomizer again. We'll do a 1 through 5. And the names as they appear on this list right here are going to be in chronological or number sequence are going to be the numbers. So first one up for the first one will be for my Stoneforge Mystic. 1. All right, so who is 1? 1 is Coconut. Okay. For the Collective Brutality, it's going to be 5. Who is 5? All right, Littlefield. All right, that's that. We're going to get back to game, and let's jump in. All right, so if you guys doubt that I did that randomly, that's how I did it. I think it's as random as it gets. I don't know how good that thing is, but let's jump in, give Coconut his premium Stoneforge Mystic. We'll go ahead and trade with him. That is the new binder. Alrighty. Yeah, man, it's a good card. Hopefully you do get to play it. It is definitely, it's probably more playable than Angel of Sanctions. Angel of Sanctions is just worth money right now because it's standard. So, Michelle, hopefully you sell that thing. I don't think it's as good a card as Stoneforge Mystic by any means. And Littlefield. Where are you at, brother? Let's find you here. And then we'll come back to this game. Sorry, I'm taking care of business here. All right. Nope, I got you, man. I don't want them all out. Slowly but surely. I'm getting to you, man. I didn't forget you. Oh, we got Thrum beaten down. We've got Enlightened Tutors and whatnot. We've got trades popping up. Moto's probably breaking. All right, we'll sub this one and confirm trade. All right. No, I know you didn't. I know you didn't drop, dude. Come on, Moto. Come on, fight it. All right, let's watch this game now. Oh, that's a big sword. One card to one card. He blocks it. Doesn't kill it, right? No. Well, because it has hexproof, the Korhaven does not do much against it. Could block it with Celestial Colony to buy time. He really needs to find like Council's Judgment. Maybe he has it in hand, or a Wrath of God would be very good here. Like Wrath of God would swing the whole game around, or could. A Moat could do the same. If he's getting hit with it here, he's just going to lose the game. Yeah, if he gets to swing with this and hit, then the game's over. Yeah, especially because he's on like an active Fauna Shaman. What else have you got? Another threat, an Aura and a Viper. It's a cool card. I don't see it that often. I don't care for it as much. I mean, it is green card advantage. It's just a green. It's kind of a green infiltrator mage or shadow mage infiltrator rather. But definitely not the same. It doesn't have fear. It just kills random stuff that gets in front of it. I think I probably would have just Fauna Shaman that away to find something better, but I don't know. I could be wrong on that. So we had 2-band decks in the top 4. In a blue-white flyers list. And a lethal swing right here, more than likely. So that's, you don't even have to do this. You just attack for 6 and do 2 more off the sword. Turn them all sideways, though. Comeuppance would be hilarious. That would, like, kill everything with the exception of the Oran Viper. Actually, he could comeuppance here. Okay, wins the match. All right. So, Booze Mongoose gets the other Stoneforge Mystic. And let's go ahead and go on a quick pause, guys. Yeah, we're going to pause here. I think we're actually going to kill the video here. I won't kill the video. I'm going to go back and do a quick deck tech and comment on some of the stuff, and then we'll cut it. Hey guys, Lemons02. We kind of wrapped up all the Festivus post event issuing of all the prizes and whatnot. I just want to quickly revisit this deck. So this is a Pattern Rector. A couple things we probably need to consider is removal of the Enlightened Tutor with Birthing Pod now out of the format. That was kind of the go-to card for Enlightened Tutor. We can obviously get Pattern of Rebirth, but generally speaking, like I don't want to jam it into open mana, etc., etc. So I wasn't really impressed by Enlightened Tutor. It may need to change into something else to make the deck a little more consistent. Did not play particularly well tonight. We mised out Soong. We bungled our first round against Michelle, and we kind of we ran our 2020 Merit Lage into a known removal spell if the opponent had a land. But unfortunately, I've been kind of recovering from being a little sick, so some days you just have off days and you don't play as well. The tournament obviously still went decently well for us, and we went 3-1 with this deck. And I think it's a very powerful deck. I think we probably didn't do it justice. I think we had probably 2 sizable misplays during this tournament. That should have probably cost us more. I don't know if we could have played better against players soon. I don't think we could have. I think we played the hands as well as we could. I still think the crop rotating during her main was right, just due to the fact that I know her list she's playing is a loam list, and it has a lot of ways to tutor. And I thought it was more viable that she would have something that would allow her to destroy the land. I think she actually had Wasteland in the graveyard already, so like it was like there's a lot of ways she could recurse that, whether it be Crucible, Ramunap, Excavator, or Life from the Loam, which she ended up having, or Crop Rotation. Crop Rotation is the other one, but Crop Rotation gets us both ways, and that's how it actually got us because she found Caracas, which gets the Merit Lage as well. But if she had done it in response to find Wasteland, she would have blown up 2 of my lands for free, essentially. Blown up one of my lands, and still got me that way. So I think either way, we were kind of, damned if we did, damned if we didn't. But I think that line was still correct to do it on our turn. Obviously, she could have gone for like a Jace the Mind Sculptor too, which I'm pretty sure she runs, but I don't think she runs a lot of bounce in that deck. I think she probably just has Jace the Mind Sculptor and possibly a Cryptic Command, but that'd be kind of looking at her mana requirements, like she was more reliant on green-black. And generally speaking, like you're going to be more of a rock-based control deck if you're playing Loam. She had some combos going on too, but obviously it was like a kind of a Loam style deck. Is what it was really all in on, like a lands deck. But this is the deck. The board's been updated a bit. We do have a Loam Missionary in there, so expect more aggro tonight. Timely reinforcements against the more aggressive strategies. Choke against control. Gaddock T against control. Glary Charm just overall flexible. Sylvan Library in the board, just very flexible and great against control. There's just generally not much better you want to be doing against them. Then like some Santu, like just some usual like board cards for like red deck wins, like the aggressive matchups. Otherwise, Birthing Pod out, and Eldritch Evolution in. We did not draw the card tonight, but it's a fine card. It's essentially a miniature natural order. That just goes two casting costs up the curve, which is still good. It's a powerful tutor. But yeah, the deck essentially is a kind of a tutor combotron, creature deck that can play mid-range games, which actually I don't think we killed anyone with any of our combos. We really didn't kill people with. Well, I'm sorry, we killed Soong with our combo when we mised her out. Otherwise, we kind of just beat down with it, and it works just fine to do both. It's probably a better. It's somewhere in between. It's not an optimized mid-range deck, like mid-ranging, we're gonna like switch between like being control or beatdown. And it's not an optimized combo deck, so it's kind of a hedge, and it allows you to do a lot of things. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video series, and like I said, there was a couple misplays this evening, so I hope if you see those, you don't try to emulate them. Hopefully, you play better than we did this evening. But we had a fun time, and we saw a lot of good matches, and I hope you guys enjoyed this event. Take care now.